Hey, what's up guys? It's Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche here. And I've got the Avet T-Rex 130 that I'm going to spool up with the Extreme Braid 200-pound test. Now the deal about this is we've been asked several times if we knew the line capacity of the 130 with the 200-pound braid. Now granted, it ain't the Tough Line or the Jerry Brown 200-pound test, but it's braid, so it'll give us still a good idea of what we need to be able to spool up a 130 if we're going with straight 200. And we got lucky, one of our customers is letting us use his spool because we spooled up a packery with it, and that video is coming as well. So
gotta bite. I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta learn. I'ma call up the whole team.
Now the deal with that is I already had spooled it, so you see this expanded braid here. This is the expanded braid from when I had the loop around his spool. So I'm going to start with that, get it around there, and then I'm going to start my splice from there. The reason I want to do it like that is because I already had spooled his reel with it, and I want to see what line capacity difference there is in just the spool by itself. So if I were to change up by, I mean, it ain't going to make a difference 1 yard or 2, but I'm just trying to be as close to the original as I can, if y'all understand that. So I got to go around quite a bit of times to replicate his knot that I put on his spool when I did it. Here we go. What are y'all's bets, man? Will the Avet T-Rex 130 hold more braid than the packery 130? I would have to say yes, but won't know till the very end. Two, after I spool this, I'm going to do another video showing what the reels look like as I'm spooling them side by side on the same video. So that's going to look pretty cool. Put it on the wrong way. Look. So this is proof that if you do the knot the wrong way, I am actually spinning the spool and it will not catch. Doesn't matter how many wraps you put, it just won't catch. So I'm gonna have to do this again. And yes, just like the Jerry Brown braid, you see how it's coating the tip of this needle as well. But because the braid is so big, it will still allow it to pass without getting caught up. But that 100 pound is half the diameter, so it would catch up. Alright, so now that I've tightened it up, and let's do this again, I'm going to have it in free spool. Same thing, even if I just leave it a little loose. Now, there was some people talking about how the braid can be, well, once it loosens up, it'll never tighten up. Well, as long as there's any kind of tension on this main line, it's going to lock into place. It re-cinches back up, and that's the way this knot is designed. So there you go, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that, but now it's time to get to the spooling video. This is the one that I've been waiting for. I know a lot of y'all have been waiting for, so I'm gonna get it done. Handle there. See, so this one, the gear ratio is 1:1. This one, it don't tell me what the gear ratio is, but yeah, there's the 130 that I spooled earlier. Y'all see the video next on that one, so let's go and get this one spooled up. My line counter is already reset. Lock this down. Get a hold of him? Huh? You get a hold of him?
I've tried them twice.
warn people because they're so used to fighting fish for like 45 minutes. You do it in 5, you're like, really? Like, that's it? You're back to fishing. Now you're catching more fish per hour. They're healthier when you release. Especially now that so many are protected and so many this and that. You gotta release them. You want to spend an hour, 2 hours trying to revive that thing, or do you want to just be able to get right back to fish? You know what I mean?
You won't get me buying another reel ever again.
Coming back. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yup. Check out the channel. There's like right now, like I said, I'm spooling these reels. And I got this one. This is recording the top view and the side view because I also do separate videos. You know, most satisfying to sit there and just watch a reel get filled up. pretty cool. But
Yeah.
then I do the knowledge one where you see everything happening and stuff like that too. So, but,
Yeah,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Alrighty, definitely gonna come back, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. Have a good one. .500 yards on the reel right now. Looking really nice. I have to keep looking up because it's hot enough in here that my tapes are coming unglued or whatever. So. .1,000 yards of 200 pound, and yeah, this thing's gonna hold a lot of line. .1,200 yards of 200. 1,300. We've got 1,500 of 200 on the reel so far. Yeah, we're definitely gonna blow that car out of the water. I feel it already. I'm at 1,900 yards of line on the spool, and like I said, I'm going to stop where I stopped off on the Macaira equal to the spool, because the Avets have an unfair advantage. Their spool housing is bowed out right here, so they're flat, so we have to stop. And actually with them, I stopped off 1/8 of an inch before the line hit the edge of the spool. The reason for that is because if we went to the edge of the spool, we'd lock it up with the line. So we'll stop there, do the same thing, and see where we're at. All right, so I'm at 2,000 yards, and I know I can get at least 100 more yards of line to be equal to where I stopped the Macaira. You know, and like I said, it's kind of hard to show, but I'm gonna try my best to show where the Macaira sit if they had a straight spool. And even then, I still got more gap on this spool than I do over there. So I'm gonna go a little further to kind of even it out of what I had on there for line capacity on the spool, not my line capacity in number. That's about right for the spool. You know, the edge of the spool right here, if you can see my fingers, that's about how much space I had between there, the Machaira, and the line. I'm at 2,100 yards of 200-pound test on this Avet T-Rex. And like I said, you know, if it was a straight spool, even then, you know, I still could get a few more yards. Not much, but I'll stay there just to make it safe. But this ain't a Machaira, it's an Avet. It's got more room, so we're going to keep going. See how much total line capacity I can get at the end of the day. And again, like I said, this is only for the guys that have been doing it as long as I have, that are very confident in our skills and abilities to reel in. If you haven't, you know, or you're just getting into it, I'll probably stop you right there, if not a little further back, say the 2,000 yard mark. That way, just in case you ball it up a little bit, you still have room to play. That gentleman, he's experienced at it, so we've done multiple reels for him, and he's knocking it out. So let's keep it going. I'm gonna see where I'm gonna go. Yeah. All right. So this is probably where I would stop if I was spooling up my reel. And as you can tell, it's got a real thin line here, or a gap. And when you watch the next video on the Machaira, you're gonna see I put that same gap on that because he's experienced like I am. So my total is 2,325 yards of 200-pound test extreme braid on a T-Rex 130 Avet. That's a huge difference from 130 getting 3,900 yards. So it's just food for thought, guys. But if y'all are getting into the braid game, that's where you're going to build up line capacity and stuff like that. So 2325, very nice, very nice. Now I got to download it to reload his reel, and yeah, I may put a little marker here to show him, you know, the next time he loses top shot or whatever, you know, how much more line it took to get to that spot where if he would have bought this. He knows, but he was in a hurry to buy it, so. And he'll see this video, so when you see this, bro, you know what it means. This is where I would have cut it for this reel, but I'm not, so.